Through 67, almost 68 minutes, I guess the match could have been encapsulated in the words of Walter Cronkite. To suggest that we're on the edge of defeat is to yield unreasonable pessimism, but to say that we're mired in stalemate seems the only realistic yet unsatisfactory conclusion. A penalty kick in the area could have changed Mexico's fate should it have gone in. A foul, and the first time that Mexico felt a bit of adversity in this tournament, as they were looking to guard a 19-match unbeaten streak in under 20 tournaments in Concacaf, was on the fritz, but well, that only lasted a little bit of time, as a very poorly taken penalty there ends up being Rembrandt Flores' undoing, as after that he didn't have the precision and wasn't as much of a protagonist for the rest of the match. He would be subbed off eventually in the second half, but Mexico persisted, maybe not with the flair that they had before, but still they'd find ways to look to go forward. Honduras just dropping back, played with a back line of 5 and looked to press and press and press to be able to make Mexico's life miserable. No longer did Mexico have so much space to do whatever they wanted. Honduras changed the rules a little bit, and Mexico knew they either had to adapt or die. They knew that they had to find ways to be able to continue, and that's what they did in the second half, as not so much was it strictly looking down the wings. Yes, there was a lot of it involved. There was a lot of opportunities that needed to be made, but Mexico really put Honduras in certain complicated situations, and they'd start finding better chances. Maybe the finishing wasn't better, but the chances were there without a doubt. There was constantly Mexico waiting for the mistakes to be made. Antuna, once again in the second half, we started seeing more of the Antuna that we saw in previous matches, but the finishing wasn't there. Ronaldo Cisneros, that ball just was a little bit further back. The ball was over his head. The precision wasn't there to be able to find the leading goal scorer in the tournament. But again, sometimes good teams find ways to win with style, but then some teams know that sometimes they have to put on that lunch pail and that hard hat to be able to go and take it to the next level. Mexico knew that they had to persist, but sometimes when they persisted, well, Honduras would start coming through and complicate things just a little bit. Just give them a reality check. Right there, Esquivel, the youngster from Pachuca, trying to make something happen, crashes into the goalkeeper, and things progressed. They usually say 2 goals in the area equals a goal, 2 headers in the area equals a goal. Well, this time it was 3. Esquivel was one of those players involved, made things quite easy for, you guessed it, yeah, Ronaldo Cisneros, as he had enough presence to know the goalkeeper's there, so why am I going to try and hit it at him? As it was, again, Esquivel, the one that kept it alive, the one that set it up, and it's Cisneros doing his job, making it 1-0, as the presence says, I'm not going to hit it up, I'm just going to bounce it and roof it, as momentum was taking the goalkeeper but a little bit off his line, dropping him behind the line, so why not take advantage there? Mexico continued, and the game at that point started to lose a little bit of its flair. Honduras was just more in the effort of pushing, but by that time, it was a foregone conclusion Mexico was going to win, and that's what they did.